A sitting judge's car gets impounded over windows. Is that law enforcement or lawlessness? On October 2nd, 2025, police officers enforcing the controversial tinted glass permit policy impounded the official vehicle of Justice O.A. Ogunbowa, a National Industrial Court judge, stirring outrage from the legal community and setting off a fierce showdown over rights, regulation, and respect for the courts. What happened? Impounding a judge's car. Under the tinted glass permit enforcement policy, police officers in Asaba, Delta State, impounded a vehicle belonging to Justice Ogunbowa for alleged non-possession of a tinted glass permit. The action occurred even though the legality of the tinted glass permit regulation is already being challenged in court. The Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, responded swiftly, writing to the Inspector General of Police, IGP, demanding an immediate halt to enforcement, warning that the police risk contempt of court and rights violations. NBA's Spidal Committee also activated human rights arms in its 130 branches to offer pro bono legal support to motorists harassed by enforcement. In its letter, the NBA emphasized that once FHC/ABJ/CS/1821/2025 was filed, challenging the tinted permit regime, the police had a legal duty to maintain the status quo until the court decides. Why this case strikes a nerve. The impoundment of a judge's car symbolizes deeper tensions around power, rights, and institutional balance. A. Assault on judicial dignity. Judges are among the pillars of the legal system. Impounding a judge's car risks sending a message that nobody is immune from arbitrary enforcement, raising questions about respect for the judiciary. It shows how enforcement agencies may disregard separation of powers, especially if they ignore the courts while policies are under legal review. Enforcement despite legal challenge. The tinted glass permit policy is under judicial review. Enforcement while litigation is ongoing is often seen as premature, prejudicial, and possibly unlawful. The NBA warns that ignoring the sub judice rule, that is, not acting while matters are in court, could constitute contempt of court. Rubber stamping of revenue generation. Some view the policy as a vehicle for generating income for police commands rather than primarily improving security. The NBA claimed the police could generate $3 billion per month from tinted permit enforcement, effectively turning them into a revenue agency. Legality and constitutional questions at stake. The NBA suit frames multiple legal questions. Whether the legislature empowered the police to impose mandatory registration, renewal, or fees for tinted permits. Whether seizing or impounding vehicles for lack of permit is lawful under the Constitution. Whether existing laws, Motor Vehicles Prohibition and Tinted Glass Decree 1999, remain valid and compatible with fundamental rights. Police position and enforcement crackdown. The Nigerian police force had announced nationwide enforcement of the tinted glass permit from October 2, 2025, citing security and statutory authority under the 2004 Act. In many states like Cross River, over 100 vehicles were impounded in a single day for noncompliance. The police publicly maintain they have not been legally restrained and say motorists must obtain valid permits or face sanctions. But their actions raise tension over whether enforcement is constitutional while the matter is before the courts. Possible outcomes and scenarios. Scenario, likelihood, consequence. Court issues injunction. High. Police forced to suspend enforcement, impounded vehicles released. Court upholds regulation. Moderate. The tinted permit scheme becomes enforceable with greater legal clarity. Negotiated pause or compromise, moderate. Police and NBA agree to moratorium transitional arrangements. Widespread legal challenges and contempt suits, moderate. Police officers or command may face contempt proceedings, reputational damage. A judge's vehicle being impounded could expedite judicial reaction and raise national scrutiny. What to watch in coming days? A court ruling or interim order on the NBA suit. FHC/ABJ/CS/1821/2025. whether the impounded vehicle is released or returned, responses from the police, the IGP, or the Minister of Police Affairs, whether more public officials or judges are targeted, public reaction, protests, or civil disobedience. Tracking how many vehicles are seized and in which states, e.g., 210 vehicles already hived off in 6 states. Final thoughts. Impounding the vehicle of a judge is more than a policy enforcement act. It's a dramatic flashpoint in the clash between citizen rights, institutional respect, and state power. If the tinted glass regulation is upheld, it must be done through clear legal authority, not by making examples of public officers. If it's struck down, enforcement becomes illegal, and those wrongly targeted may demand redress. This case will test whether laws can stand above enforcement and whether Nigeria's institutions will function as checks and balances or conquerors of each other.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.